Representatives of the New York City Police and Fire Departments are on hand for a ceremonial toss of the coin before today's game. And it's great to see them having a little bit of fun after the harrowing last 5 weeks that they have gone through.
On October 21st, 2001, the San Jose Earthquakes faced MLS Cup veterans, the Los Angeles Galaxy, at Columbus Crew Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. The 2001 Cup took place just a little over a month after the September 11th terrorist attacks on New York and Washington, D.C. It was an emotional time for the country and American soccer.
Dear Lord, thank you again for this opportunity to be a soccer player. Please allow us today to maximize our efforts to work for each other and to constantly be in support of each other.
I think 9/11 had a huge impact on sports in this country. I think it gave sports the opportunity to do something special. It let people come together and come around something, you know, besides what was on everybody's mind at that time. I think the league had changed quite a bit. You're having a lot of next generation players start to come into the league. It was that first transition phase for the sport, to see some new faces come in and start developing new characters and new ideas within the league.
Among the new wave of American players making a name for themselves was a young forward named Landon Donovan.
Landon, you're wide, you get a chance to run and do it.
In 2001, Donovan had come back to the U.S. and signed with San Jose after a disappointing experience with Bayer Leverkusen and the German Bundesliga. Donovan would have a lasting impact on American soccer and the MLS.
Going overseas as a young player in America is good for some and not so good for others.
I kind of figured out the situation, and I figured that it was going to be a lot later rather than sooner that I was going to get a real chance to play there. At 18, you don't know a whole lot about the soccer world, but for me, I wanted to play. And there was a chance to come back and play, and I took it. One day I was in Germany, the next day I was sitting at a podium in a press conference with Frank Yellup, and that was it.
His first goal in Major League Soccer.
We created a lot of interest because you had a most talented young player come back to the league. Even more so, he was an impact on the field.
I was just ecstatic to come back and play. I almost had a mentality of those guys didn't believe in me and they didn't think I could make it. But now I want to prove that I'm good enough to do it.
Morales looking long for Donovan. Hartman out of his box, heads it away from Donovan.
LA had taken the MLS Western Division, but had fallen to San Jose both times in their 2 regular season matches.
Literally, it was a battle of California, and it was pretty special because there was usually no rivalry between those 2 teams, and that year they started to pick one up.
Barrett gives it away to Victorine, back to Cienfuegos, the chip goes wide, and LA can't find the back of the goal, but they really had San Jose scrambling.
In the first half, San Jose dominated the possession, but Los Angeles was more dangerous on the quick transitions. LA's chance came in the 21st minute, when Greg Vanney exploited the San Jose backline and sent a 40-yard long ball to Mexican national Luis Hernandez.
Scores! Luis Hernandez! Barely into the 21st minute, and now San Jose has to play with a bit of desperation. Quickly to Donovan, who's come all the way to the sideline to show him the ball. Donovan tries to accelerate. Caleb takes his legs out from under him. Free kick coming for San Jose, about 30 yards from goal.
A lightning-quick 19-year-old Landon Donovan, in the number 10 jersey for San Jose, was proving to be a substantial threat to the Galaxy defense.
Anybody that comes into a team and takes that number 10, you know, you're putting pressure on yourself as everyone's looking to see what's so special about this guy. You know, when people think of number 10s, you're thinking of Pele, you're thinking of Maradona. You're saying that, hey, I'm going to be of that caliber of player for my team. So if you're going to put that on, you better be that caliber of player, or you're going to be justifiably criticized if you're not.
You know, numbers are what they are. You can be superstitious or not about them, but for me, when I see that in my locker and I put it on, I feel special, and I feel like I need to play that way.
Just minutes before halftime, Donovan would live up to the hype with a first-touch strike into the upper right corner of LA's goal.
Well, Rooney turns it sharply. Donovan scores! Landon Donovan! It's tied! A superstar right now at 19.
That play, it was hard because it happened so fast. Richie just turned the guy, whipped it across the goal, and it just came and I reacted. And then once it went off my foot, I just looked over and you know it's going in.
That was everything that you need to be as a soccer player. In one play, You just don't do that unless you're good.
There is a very bright future for soccer in America, and Landon Donovan is the brightest light in a whirl of young stars.
With the momentum from Donovan's goal just before the break, San Jose came out swinging in the second half. LA goalkeeper Kevin Hartman had his work cut out for him.
Plays the short ball. Califf has it. The drive and a save, Hartman. The big shot from Eklund, who can hang it. Here's Russell trying to get around. Caligiuri hits top gear, turns the corner, gets taken down just outside the box. It's going to be a yellow card on Caligiuri in the 48th minute.
So ultimately, I think every player in this league plays to be a part of the MLS Cup. It's a special moment. It's a special day.
It's blocked. Here's Elliott's drive. Just
words kind of explain the feelings that you get.
Paul Caligiuri is coming off the field for the last time in Major League Soccer. Adam Fry comes on, and this is the end of an era in American soccer.
With a 1-1 lock at the end of regulation, the 2001 MLS Cup headed into sudden death overtime. The pace of overtime began cautiously until Dwayne De Rosario would end this MLS Cup nail-biter with a beautiful individual effort.
The shot! Scores! The Quakes win the Cup! The Quakes win the Cup! De Rosario, a golden goal!
If anyone was going to score that goal, it was Dwayne. And looking up as the long ball came, I was so happy to see it was Dwayne on it. One-on-one with Danny, and you just felt he was going to make something happen, and it gave me chills sitting here, and it's, 6 years later.
That's, as a kid, you grow up, you dream about playing at the highest level. You dream about playing in a championship. You're playing with your friends, you make the noise, and now you're actually living it. That was a dream come true for me, That's the best words that I could probably use to describe it.
2001 had seen the rise of a new crop of young and talented MLS stars. San Jose had benefited from this influx of new blood and secured their first MLS championship. The LA Galaxy, though still one of the most dominant clubs in MLS, was now 0 for 3 in their MLS Cup appearances.
I mean, that was the best celebration and the most sincere and the greatest celebration of any time I've won it, and it was awesome. That team was incredible, and there's some togetherness there that everyone wanted each other to do well, and it was awesome.
You take nothing and no solace and comfort whatsoever the fact that you made it to the final. It's all about, at this point, for LA to win.